406.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 411 from 406, and my name is Chewie. Happy New Year, everybody. This is the first episode of 2022 of the 411 from 406. As I record this, it is January the 21st, so it has been a little while. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope 2022 is off to a good start. I hope you haven't been saying 2021 by mistake, or even worse, writing it and then having to scribble it out. Let's see, got a few minutes here. I just dropped off my son at his girlfriend's house, and so I get to drive home the half an hour. I get to go back home. My wife and younger son are in Florida for the week. The school that he goes to has a midwinter break this week for some strange reason. So they had Martin Luther King Day off, and then they had the rest of the week off for teachers' work or teachers' records or what have you. And so my wife came to me. My parents spend the first quarter of the year in Florida. So they go down like the first week of January, and they'll come back the last week of April or so. And my wife came to me and she said, "Hey, would you mind if I head down to Florida and hang out with your parents for a week?" She was able to get like two round trip tickets from Cleveland to Florida for something like $106. I said, "Lord, no, you need to go and have a good time and enjoy yourself." So that's what they did. She and the little guy went, my 7-year-old, they went and they flew down on Tuesday, and they have been spending their time in sunny and warm Florida. They've been at the beach. They've done all sorts of good stuff. As I drive home here, it is 4 degrees here in Cleveland. On Monday, we had the first big snowstorm of the year. We got over 20 inches of snow overnight. As you can imagine, that led to quite a bit of chaos the next day, which happened to be Martin Luther King Day. So luckily, most businesses were closed and most schools were closed anyhow. So it wasn't a huge deal that the roads were closed and everything was shut down, because really nobody was going anywhere. Ironically enough, I mentioned I'm driving home from my son's girlfriend's house. That Sunday, when we got all this snow, I had dropped him off in the afternoon, I don't know, about 5 o'clock. And come 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, because it was a quote unquote school night, I headed down to go get him. And I had to turn around because the snow was just so bad. I mean, it was a blizzard. And so he ended up spending the night at his girlfriend's house, which, as you can imagine, he was rather upset about, 15-year-old hanging out with his girlfriend all night. So, but I got assurances from her mother that there was no quote unquote funny business going on. So, which is good. I would imagine she wants less funny business than I do even. So, let's see what else. I'm thrilled to say that this Friday I'm going to see Pip face to face for the first time in about a year. I'm going to Indiana. I cannot wait. It has been several years at this point since I have been back to the Hoosier State to see Pip, and I could not be more excited. I'm going to go on Friday. I'm going to take the day off, and the WWE Royal Rumble is on Saturday evening. So we're going to get together. We're going to watch some wrestling. We're going to reminisce. We might record a podcast or two. I would imagine there will be beer involved, but I can't even begin to tell you how pumped I am that I get to go back to the Hoosier State and see my good buddy Pip and hang out with him and his family for the weekend. I'm super, super jazzed. What else is going on? I know the new Scream movie is out. I unfortunately have not had an opportunity to see it yet. I'm really bummed. I was hoping that I could get to see it here this weekend, and I wasn't able to do it. I've heard really good things about it, and you know what? I hope that that's true. Not only because I'm hoping that I enjoy the movie, but I'm hoping that big budget horror makes a comeback. Yes, we have Halloween and we had Ghostbusters, and Ghostbusters is not really a horror movie, but I love the fact that a movie like Scream can go into the theaters, even in a pandemic, and make a boatload of money. I love it. I'm thrilled, and I'm just, whether I like it or not, I'm pumped that movie is doing well in the theaters. I know Pip saw it, and I think his kind of one line review was it's not going to set the earth on fire, but it was good or enjoyable. I think that was kind of the gist of when he texted it to me. He did not want to give me any spoilers or anything like that, so which I appreciate. So NFL football is in full swing. We had a couple really good games last week and a couple of not so great games, a couple blowouts. The one game that was probably the closest at the end was the Cowboys game, and for some, I think that was it the Cowboys and the Rams maybe, and that game came down to it, and the Cowboys had the ball. They were down by 6 points, I think, if I remember correctly, and they were driving. They had no timeouts left, and with 14 seconds left, Dak Prescott ran it up the middle. And sure enough, he was downed. And by the time they got the ball set and everybody in place, the game was over. And that just, I really feel for Cowboy fans in that instance. That really, really feels like something that the Cleveland Browns would do. It feels like I've lived through that sort of agony. It's what seems like, 30 years worth of Browns football. So I really do feel for the Cowboys fans. I wasn't really even rooting for one team or another, but it was just, that was a real kind of head scratcher moment there. And again, I feel for the Cowboy fans. What else is going on? Like I said, I just really wanted to jump on and chat. Obviously, COVID continues to rage. It appears, at least here's what I'm seeing. It appears that maybe we have turned this corner with Omicron. It appears that so many people are getting it. I mean, it's just everywhere you turn, somebody else has it. Somebody that has it. But knock on wood, if you're vaccinated, if you're boosted, it appears to be a relatively mild. A lot of people that I know had it, tested positive, and didn't have any symptoms at all, which is perfect. That's what you want. And the idea would be, hey, if we could do that, then maybe we can get some natural immunity and we can really kind of kick this thing and kick it to the curb forever. So I have seen quite a few less masks around. There are some companies I know that are starting to drop their mask mandates, and those guys, again, at least around in Cleveland where I'm at. So I don't know. I guess I haven't looked at the national numbers lately. I don't think we've officially hit our quote unquote peak, but I think maybe we're headed that way, and I hope that's the case. That's about all I got, guys. I just wanted to check in and see how everybody was doing, and let you know that I'm super excited to go see Pip this coming weekend. I hope everybody's doing well. I would imagine that I might record an episode or two on the way out or on the way back. It's about a 5 or 6 hour drive each way. And I'm hoping that Pip and I will get an opportunity to do some podcasting as well. I know that the last time we got together when he was in Cleveland, we said the same thing, and then we just ended up having such a good time that we didn't do any podcasting. So hopefully I'm wrong, and we can actually squeeze 1 or 2 live podcasts in. I really hope that we can make that happen. Until then, this has been Chewie, and this is the 411 from 406. I'll talk to you soon, folks. Have a wonderful afternoon.